Hello, Kerbaleers. I had a really close call the other day. My C drive wouldn't boot and I got a blue screen. Well, after a bit of work and a lot of luck, I figured out that the boot files were corrupted. Threw in my Windows CD and it fixed itself. So we're back and running again. Here is our matchups for today. First up is Sturmhawk. And Sturmhawk will be battling PV Flyer with the Foxbat and the Daleks.
Round 1, fight.
Okay, Kerbaleers, here we go. We're starting out on the side of the Wyvern. The Wyvern's going on defense and pulling back behind the bases. Wyvern drops a couple of harms. It's attacking the bases early. The Wyvern switches to the AIM 120s and is now going after the Foxbats. We also have defensive fire from the Manticores. That's 2 misses on the Manticores. There's 2 more inbound missiles. Oh, one's destroyed. The other one gets through, and oh, it does some damage to the Manticore. Okay, let's switch to the other Wyvern. This one seems to be doing fine. Let's go back to the original. 2 inbound missiles from the Daleks, and both are a miss. Another inbound missile from the Daleks. Oh, that was really close. And one of the Daleks was destroyed at the same time. Incoming missile from the other Dalek. Oh, we have confetti. And one of the Foxbats just got destroyed. Missile away from the Wyvern, and he's following up with gunfire. Oh, Foxbat is toast. Wyvern switching to harms and launching at the bases. Incoming missile from the Dalek. Oh, only a few parts lost. Wyvern seems to be okay though. Oh! Delayed reaction, sudden explosion. Now we just have the bases left. Looks like we have 2 functioning Manticores. Yep, both functioning. And that's debris, and there's 1 Dalek left. Stormhawk wins the first round.
Round 2, fight.
This time we're with the Foxbats, and the planes are making their turns. Let's see what happens. Foxbat is firing its AIM 120s. Bases are firing missiles. Foxbat switching to aim 9s, and Manticore bases are firing defensively. Foxbat's showing a bit of instability, or maybe it's just dancing. Okay, you two, I think you're just having entirely too much fun dancing around out here. Dalek destroyed. Watch out for that miss. Oh, Foxbat confetti. Let's switch to the other Foxbat. And the other Dalek's destroyed. It's just this one Foxbat. Where the hell is that missile going? Missiles coming in from the Wyvern. Can he evade? No! Direct hit! And a second direct hit. We have confetti again. Sturmhawk wins the second round. It's now 2-0. Let's go to the third.
Round 3. Fight.
We're back on board with the Wyvern. Let's see how it goes this round. Wyverns flying defensively again, staying behind their bases. Manticore's firing defensively. Looks like missiles incoming. One missile destroyed, the other gets through and misses. More defensive fire and two more missiles. One destroyed, the other might get through. Wyverns are now coming around for their attack. Sending a few harms first, then switches to aim 120s and then aim 9s, and now back to harms again. It can't make up its mind, it's shooting everything. Wyvern switches back to aim 9s and is going after the Foxbats. Both Daleks are destroyed. It's just the two Foxbats left. Here comes some gunfire from the Foxbat. Let's check on the other wyvern. And it's going down. Looks like one of the Foxbats was hit. Yes, it's hit and it's going down. It lost all of its engines. PV Flyer has one remaining Foxbat. The wyvern seems determined to take out the Foxbat that was damaged. Wyvern looks like it's firing its last aim 9s, and it switches to the harms. Then switches to the M230s. Yay, you killed the damaged Foxbat. Now you have one remaining. Whoops, there's still pieces left. And the wyvern firing in the distance, switching back to it. And yes, you killed the dying plane. Now go after the one that can still fight. Wyvern switches to M230s, it's in close range. Foxbats firing back. Ooh, part lost. Nothing major. Foxbat still tagging the wyvern. Wyvern holding up. Wyvern firing the rear cannons. Taking fire. Firing again. Taking more fire. It's missing more parts now. Can it beat this Foxbat? Wyvern bearing down with its front guns. Ooh, it's taking parts. It's doing damage. Foxbat's not giving up. It's firing back. The Manticore's firing defensively, trying to shoot down those missiles. Looks like one Manticore's destroyed. The other Manticore's firing at the Foxbat. Not very accurate though. Wyvern's bearing down on the Foxbat with all 4 guns. Starting to do damage. There's another puff. Oh, Foxbat firing back. And takes another hit. Both planes trying to maneuver to get a good shot. Looks like the Wyvern took out the engines on the Foxbat. It's slowly going down, but it's trying to fight. And that's the end of the Foxbat. Sturmhawk wins its semifinal round and moves on to the finals with a score of 3-0. For the second semifinal match, we have Vaos and Team Pokemon, and his competitor is Inter with the Flying Caltrops and 4 Hills.
Round 1, fight.
Okay, for the first round we're going to start off with the Charmeleons. All planes have made their turns and we're into the battle. Charmeleon fires first with the AIM 120s and switches to the AIM 9s. Incoming missiles from the Caltrops, and they are a miss. At center screen, you can see the cruise missiles heading towards the 4 hill bases. Charmeleon sending out more AIM 9s. And a cruise missile takes out one of the 4 hills. Some close calls there, but the Charmeleon's still flying and still firing. Charmeleon on the left firing on the Caltrops with its guns. Let's switch to it. Charmeleon changing targets and heading for the other Caltrops, which is engaged in melee with the other Charmeleon. AIM 9's away, switching back to the first Charmeleon. Caltrops down, and right after, a Charmeleon is down. The first Charmeleon is taking it personal, and it's heading after the Caltrops. Caltrops coming around, and it's firing. Oh, missile strike and fire at the same time. All that's left is the 2 Squirtles. That's one Squirtle destroyed, it's just this one left. Incoming missile, and this Squirtle is destroyed. Yeah, it's not looking too healthy over here. Squirtles must still have their weapons manager because the Caltrops is still firing missiles. Coming around for another pass. Caltrops fires an AIM 9. With that destroyed, Inter wins the first round. Let's go to round 2.
Round 2. Fight.
This round will be following the Caltrops. As the planes begin their turn, we're ready for this battle. Aim 120s away. Also on the right side of the screen, the Squirtles have fired their cruise missiles. That's the 4 cruise missiles crossing in the middle of the screen. On the left, the 4 hills are firing at the cruise missiles. This Caltrops is headed toward the Charmeleons, the other one's already engaged. Caltrops closing in and switches to guns. Taking fire from a Charmeleon, it switches targets. Now it's evading. The second Caltrops seems to have taken some damage. This Caltrops is still evading Charmeleon gunfire. Gunfire everywhere, and oh, close miss from a missile. Four hills firing on the Charmeleon. Caltrops going into a dive after the Charmeleon. Caltrops on the guns, and that's a dead Charmeleon. Wait, no, don't! Oh, and a Caltrops suicides. We still have one Caltrops, well, sort of flying. It's helicoptering its way down. 2 Squirtles left. Let's see if he can make it down safely, or at least with the cockpit. Caltrops cockpit and pilot survived. We have a Charmeleon here and 1 Squirtle. On the other side we have the Caltrops and the 2 4 hills surviving. Enter wins, it's 2-0.
Round 3. Fight.
For the third round, we're following the Charmeleons. The planes have come around and they're beginning their attacks. Center screen, you can see the Squirtle's cruise missiles heading towards the 4 hills. Four hills firing on the cruise missiles. That's 1 4 hills hit. And a double tap. Charmeleon's coming around on the Caltrops. firing its close-range aim 9s. And that's a Caltrops destroyed. Charmeleon on the guns, now it's turning away. Incoming missile from the Four Hills. Oh, direct hit. Now we're with the other Charmeleon. We got missiles missing on both sides. Oh, close explosion and all the Charmeleon's missiles are gone. And some of its guns. Four Hills again with an incoming missile, and it's a direct hit. We have Charmeleon confetti. Incoming missiles, and that's one Squirtle destroyed. One Squirtle left to go. Caltrops on the guns. And that's the Squirtle destroyed. Enter wins with his Caltrops and Four Hills. He is moving on to the finals. It's 3-0. For the final match, we have Sturmhawk and enters Odyssey with the Caltrops and Four Hills.
Round 1, fight.
For the first round, we're following the Wyverns as the planes turn into battle. Countermeasures are out and missiles are away. There's some close missile fire and the Four Hills are joining in. More missiles coming, and they're just a bit outside. Wyvern switching to harm missiles, looking to attack the bases. And it has to turn and evade. Let's switch back to the first Wyvern. Inbound missiles on the Caltrops. Ooh! And the second one connects. Caltrops down. And the second Wyvern takes a missile. It's destroyed. Yep, only a couple of pieces left of the Wyvern. Back to the first Wyvern. The Manticores are getting into the fight. This Wyvern is evading and pulling back behind its bases to let them do some work. Looks like the Wyvern's coming around to start an attack. One of the Four Hills launches a missile, and it's a direct hit. We have Wyvern confetti. It's just the two Manticore bases left. Switching to the Caltrops, and it looks like the Caltrops is a bit beat up too. Damaged Caltrops is evading. Caltrops is coming around for an attack. It's coming in close and then pulls away at the first sign of gunfire. Looks like it's trying to get some distance before it turns and makes another run. Let's switch to the Manticore. Manticores are firing. And the Caltrops is firing back. No damage on either side from that run. Caltrops circling around. Hill's just sitting there waiting for something to happen. Caltrops is coming in at high speed, and the Manticores are firing. Caltrops firing as well. Damage on the Manticore. It's still firing. Switching back to the Caltrops. Caltrops has no missiles, but it still has plenty of ammo for the M230s. Back to the Manticores. This Manticore looks like it lost its radar. It may be inactive. We'll see on the next pass. I was wrong, it's still active. Once again, no damage on that pass. Caltrops coming around for another pass. The Manticores are firing. The Caltrops is just evading. Oh, there's a couple shots from the Caltrops. You're in pretty rough shape there, buddy, and this is only the first round. Caltrops coming around for another run. Let's see if it can do some damage this time. Switching over to the Manticore. Manticores are firing. Caltrops returning fire. And it looks like the other Manticore might have been disabled. There's no more gunfire coming from that side. Yep, it's disabled. No response from it at all. Caltrops is trying to do more damage, but you're shooting the wrong one. Let's switch over to the Caltrops. Oh, it's out of fuel. And it's starting to take fire. Well, you lost your wings, your guns, and a few other things, but you landed safely. Let's check on the four hills. Yep, they're still sitting here waiting for something to happen. There's one surviving Manticore, the other one is disabled. Yeah, and it's looking pretty beat up now. So, with damage done, I have to give this to Enter. The Caltrops and the Four Hills win this round, and what a long round it was. It's 1-0.
Round 2, fight.
Well, that was a long first round. Here for the second round, we're with the Caltrops. The planes are making their turns, and they're firing their first missiles. Whoa, explosions on both Caltrops while they're launching their missiles. I hope that wasn't anything important. Caltrops lining up their attack, and another volley of missiles are away. Incoming missiles, that's a miss, and that's a miss. Another one coming in, and that's a miss as well. Caltrops firing missiles in return. More missiles coming in. The countermeasures are doing their jobs. The Caltrops are staying together as they evade. There's two missiles at the bottom of the screen. The Four Hills are in the game now. Now the Caltrops are splitting up. Oh, Wyvern down. Caltrops has a lock with the Harm, and Harm's away. Four Hills still launching missiles. Inbound missiles from the Manticores. First one goes by, second one, the Caltrops didn't get out of its blast zone. It loses some parts and it's in trouble. Switching to the other Caltrops, let's see how it's doing. Back to the first one, and it's slowly spiraling its way down. Four Hills look to be in good shape. We're back to the undamaged Caltrops. While that was happening, a Wyvern was destroyed and the Manticore was destroyed. The Caltrops is zeroing in on the other Manticore right now. Let's see if it can take it out. Harm missiles have been launched. Incoming missile from the Manticore. It's on target. Oh, close detonation, and it shreds the Caltrops. And the Manticore was taken out by that last missile that the Caltrops fired. Ooh, pretty smoke pattern. That's the cockpit of the other Caltrops. Was. Back to the first Caltrop, still spinning. Four Hills, as usual, waiting for something to happen. I just realized Inter's doing a tribute to Hoyos, doing the perfect fidget spinner. That pilot's gotta be wicked dizzy by now. Okay, I'll give you a hand and shut down your engines for you. That way you can just helicopter down nice and easy. Okay, set it down nice and gentle. Nice. Oh, little bounce. Small poof, but you're okay. Alright, you landed. Good job. Inter wins this round. It's 2-0. Let's go to the third round.
Round 3, fight.
For the third round, we're back on board with the Wyverns. All the planes are turning in and beginning their attacks. The Wyvern's looking to attack the bases. It's set up on its harms. Switching back to AIM 120s, it's ready to do battle with the Caltrops. Switching back to the harms, and there's one away, and its wingman shoots another harm missile. Wyvern switches back to the AIM 120s. Close miss from the Caltrops, AIM 9 away, it's switching to the harms again, and that was 2 missiles from the 4 Hills bases, barely missing. Four Hills firing a missile at the other Wyvern. That's a miss. And another close call on the Wyvern. Incoming missile from the Caltrops. And that's a close miss as well. And another close miss. Switching to the other Wyvern. Another incoming missile from the 4 Hills. And that's a miss. The other 4 Hills sends a missile, and it's a direct hit. But the Wyvern seems to be unaffected. It's still flying. Switching back to the first Wyvern, it's still undamaged. Caltrops making a run on the Manticores. This Caltrop switched to guns, and it's firing. Oh! Wyvern hit! Wyvern hit! It's shredded! Pilot's trying to take back control of the Wyvern. It's being stubborn. It has no vertical stabilizers. Meanwhile, one of the Caltrops is firing at the Manticores. Incoming missile, and that's the end of the Wyvern. Just the 2 Manticore towers left. This Manticore is out of missiles, but the other one is still firing. Another missile fired. Looks like it has one left. Last missile away. And that missile's heading for the hills. Caltrop sending its own missiles. Manticore shooting, and that missile's dead. I must have been wrong, the other Manticore just fired a missile. Caltrops making a high-speed run. Missile away. Manticores are both launching countermeasures. Goalkeeper's firing. Can it stop this missile? No! Manticore destroyed. It's one Manticore left. Caltrops fired a missile. It's incoming. Can it shoot it? No! And this one's dead too. Enters Odyssey, comes back after a 2-year break from PFC, and he runs the field and he wins. Enters Odyssey is the new PFC 10 champion. Congratulations, Enter. Great work on the Caltrops and 4 Hills. You deserve this win. You earned it. Well, that's the end of PFC 10. I'm already working on ideas for PFC 11, so stick around for announcements coming up soon. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you next time, Kerbaleers.